got a quarter.
Due to the graphic nature of the following program, viewer discretion is advised.
Ms. Ivory is going to plead guilty to the 2019 seatbelt violation. City has agreed that the fine will be $30. She indicates to me you're working part-time?
Yes.
She's working part-time right now, so the city will defer to the court with respect to court costs. City will move to dismiss the 2016 case.
Officer, anything we need to know about this?
No, Your Honor.
What caused the original stop?
No front plate.
No front plate. Did you
I
take?
gave her warning on that.
All right. Did you take care of the front plate?
Yeah, it's not my car, it's my dad's car, and he in the nursing home right now.
Well,
Yeah,
how often do you drive it? Every day?
Sometime.
Every
No,
day?
Not really every day. It's like, I got a couple brothers and sisters, we all take turns driving it.
So
So
you
I didn't even know the plate was missing.
hasn't been taken care of yet?
Yes, sir.
Who took care of it?
My stepmom, she the power of attorney.
She put the plate on the car?
Yes, sir.
How
I'm
old?
not even driving today, got on the bus.
$30.
$30?
$30.
All right.
Keep your seatbelt on.
I will. Thanks, officer.
Where do you work?
I work for Cleveland Clinic,
What you do there?
cleaning,
Cleaning. How long you been there?
6 months. It's my first job.
It's your first job?
Yeah,
All right, well, you make sure we don't slip and fall over there.
I ain't.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see, this young man is charged with an open container. Where did this allegedly happen?
فين حصل هذا الشيء؟ فين حصل؟
أنا جديد هون أصلاً بس بعرفش يعني المناطق لسه جديد يعني.
I'm new here and I don't know all the areas very well.
شستر يعني أنا أظن كانت بشستر أبنيو.
It was on Chester Avenue, I think.
45th and Chester. Mr. George,
مع Chester.
Morning, Your Honor.
you haven't had a chance to talk to this young man,
I
have
just
you?
have a quick
You
second.
may.
حيتكلم معه.
You know what? I just noticed a note on here. It says also OVI, but it's not on the docket. Yeah, Your Honor, the ticket indicates that there's also an OVI on this case, but it's not on the docket today.
Yes.
You don't have the OVI ticket?
It's not on the docket at all, so you shouldn't have a file.
Okay. Should we continue it for 2 weeks?
No, Your Honor, can we at least check and see whether there's an OVI that's been filed?
Coming? Sure. Ask him to have a seat. We're going to see if we can find this other ticket. We could not find another case. Madam Prosecutor, what would you like to do this morning?
Mr. George, if he'll take an attempt?
May I have a quick moment, Your
You
Honor?
may.
We have a resolution, Your Honor.
All right. Madam Prosecutor.
Your Honor, then it's my understanding that Mr. Al-Salki is pleading guilty to the charges amended to attempt under City Code 601.08.
Thank you. How do you plead to the charge as amended to 60108, making it an attempt?
Guilty.
Thank you. Do you understand what's going on?
هل بتفهم ايش راح
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Are you a citizen
أنت أمريكي
of the United States?
No, green card.
What country?
Jordan.
Jordan. You have a green card. Are you working?
هل بتشتغل؟
No, I'm looking for a job.
Okay. How long have you been here?
من امتى وانت في هذا البلد؟
1st May 2018.
All right. Mr. George, I know this is a minor misdemeanor. Do I need to read him the foreign national statement?
Couldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt. All right. Now, I'm going to read you the foreign national statement. I want you to pay attention. If you are not a citizen of the United States, and you are hereby advised that conviction of the offense to which you are pleading guilty may have the consequence of deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or denial of naturalization pursuant to the laws of the United States. Do you have any questions regarding that statement? All right. Now, this is not a serious crime. I do not know if you intend on applying for application to become a citizen. But you do not want to have any more serious crimes on your record. He's pleading guilty. It's a complete admission of the guilt to the charge as outlined. Factual basis, Madam Prosecutor.
Your Honor, not necessary for a guilty plea.
Okay. What was the alleged liquor?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. All right. Now, your fine is $150. There was a note on the ticket there may be a more serious charge, DWI, that might be filed, but it hasn't been filed. It's been a month. Yeah, I'm thinking it's not coming. Okay. $150. Do you want to do community work service or you want to pay the fine?
I don't understand.
You said you weren't working,
Yes.
looking for a job. When,
I have my father's credit card,
okay,
and I can pay with it.
pay the fine. Enjoy your day. Or use his father's credit card. You trying to look at it? Did you find them yet?
I'm in grad school and I've never heard that name before.
Did you look them up yet?
No, my phone's too slow.
Oh, it's too slow. What kind of?
Oh, sorry. You look like the dude who just left. I'm sorry, you put it out.
That's all right. Do you have the picture with a suit jacket on?
Yeah.
How you like the suit jacket?
Nice.
Would you buy that jacket?
Yes, I would.
All right. Now show it to the hairy faced rascal right there. Show him the picture. Show him the picture.
That guy did look like him a little bit.
Yes. Yes. All right. Octavius Cato. And what grad school?
Widener University.
Where's that?
It's in PA. I'm doing an online program.
What's your undergrad in?
Sociology. I went to Baldwin Wallace University.
Okay. And your graduate degree is going to be on what?
Licensed social worker.
Licensed social worker. All right. Now, do you have your Ohio driver's license?
Yes, I'm back valid and I got my SR22 reinstated.
Great.
All right. You seen it, Mr. Public Defender?
I'm sorry?
What you wanted to do today?
They'll give you a no point violation.
While they're talking, I'll tell you, I may give somebody the report to do, so I better not tell you. I'll give somebody else.
We have a resolution.
All right. What's the resolution, madam? Prosecutor.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Ms. Burns is going to plead guilty to the charges amended to 435.01, no operator's license. Pursuant to that plea agreement, city will move to dismiss the remaining charge.
Thank you. How do you plead to the amended charge 435.01?
Guilty.
Thank you. You know by pleading guilty, you're giving up certain constitutional rights.
Yes.
You're doing that voluntarily.
Yes.
Did your attorney advise you of your constitutional rights?
Yes.
All right, the court accepts your plea.
Your Honor, just so the court's aware, the ticket was December 14th, 2018. She took care of this pretty quickly. I think she's had her license almost 2 months now.
Oh, congratulations. And insurance will be marked. You're online. Do you work?
I just started working like a week ago.
All right. You want to pay the fine, or you want to do community work service?
I won't have time for community work service. I got 3 children,
Ooh.
so I'll do my best to pay
All
the
right.
fine. Okay.
Now, just because we missed our little Black History lesson today, I'm going to tell you about Octavius Cato. Somebody you probably all should know about. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up online. He was born free in Philadelphia. Father and grandfather were both preachers in the Episcopal Church. It was the big church where they held rallies for the abolitionists, people trying to free the slaves. He started a school called the International Preparatory School in Philly. That school is now Cheney State University. It's still going on. His graduates in high school in the 1800s were the first black students to go to Oberlin College here in Ohio and graduate. He played baseball. There was a Negro baseball league before the Civil War. He was a treasurer of the baseball league. He traveled around with the baseball league and paid the people who were running the Underground Railroad so they could feed those folks and give them clothing when they were escaping slavery. Has anybody heard of the Negro Baseball League before the Civil War? Did you think there was one before the Civil War? There was. During the Civil War, he was a recruiter, recruiting black people, freed people, slaves, to fight for the Union. After the Civil War, he was the director of education in charge of building schools in Alabama and Georgia. He had a budget to build schools. There were no schools, so that was his job to go down and build schools. He also lobbied to get the right to vote. The 14th Amendment passed. He was going to vote in Philadelphia one day, on election day. There was a riot. Some people didn't want black folks voting in Philly for some reason. He was shot and killed. There were witnesses who saw the murder. They testified in court. There was a jury trial. Was he found guilty or not guilty by the jury? There were witnesses that saw this guy shoot him. How did they find him guilty? Was he guilty or not guilty by the jury? He's guilty. So anyway, nobody knew about Octavius Cato. Now, the young man in the back that found it on the internet, is that basically what it said?
Yes, sir. He was also in the National Guards.
National Guard.
Yes.
In Philadelphia,
Yes.
Pennsylvania?
Yes,
Okay.
he was a major. He went all the way up in the ranks. And became a
Wow. Told me something I didn't know. Does it say how many black folks fought in the Civil War?
major.
No. How many do you think?
Fought in the Civil War?
Yeah, how many black folks fought in the Civil War?
I probably think about maybe 50.
About 50. Young lady in the blue jacket, how many people fought? Over here. Don't look over there. You. How many black folks fought in the Civil War? Yes. He said 50. How many do you think?
I think about 50
Well, how many do you think? Pardon me? 300. All right, we got 50, we got 300. How many?
200,000.
Who said that? Ooh, 200,000. How many people think she's right? You got some support here.
It's 179,000.
Okay, the computer says 179,000.
No, that's what the internet says, and that's why I said 200,000, because he corrected me when I said 179,000 last time.
Frederick Douglass in 1880 said 200,000, and he got his number from the War Department. So that's what we call a primary source. So I'll stick with Frederick Douglass. And a lot of you don't know who Frederick Douglass is, which is a shame. But 200,000. Why they kept that information away from you in school, I don't know. But we're going to move on. Your fine is $150. Good luck in school. Goodbye.
City has no witness, Your Honor.
He's requesting a dismissal, Your Honor.
Allegedly 43 and a 25.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Time is up next Monday.
Technically Friday.
Date on the ticket is what? The 27th?
Actually, it's 27th Sunday or Saturday?
It's a Sunday.
Okay, you're right.
So the date is the 28th. Now, do you have time to get your police officer here?
Don't say anything.
I can issue a subpoena, whether he'll show up or whether he'll get it is a whole nother issue.
You're driving a bit too fast on a residential street. That's the public defender. I'm going to grant your motion
Thank you, Your Honor.
to dismiss. Don't let it happen again. Goodbye. Okay, what are we going to do today?
Do you want to resolve this today?
I really wanted to come back and show you that I can get my license and my insurance and whatnot.
All right.
Because this was,
Go ahead, go
The
ahead.
ticket's marked insurance, so.
Oh, it is?
Oh.
You've already got no points on this charge. So since you have insurance, there's no suspension, so there's no reason for you to come back.
oh, well, go ahead.
She'll enter a plea of no contest to the charge, Your Honor.
To the speeding as well?
Oh, I didn't see the speeding. It's not on my chart. Would you get rid of that?
It wasn't on my paper.
You don't have it either? Yes? Okay. Thank you.
So plea of guilty then to the no operator's license, Your
I
Honor,
didn't
city
see it
will
here.
dismiss the speeding.
It's not on your ticket either.
All right. How do you plead to the operating the vehicle without a driver's license?
Guilty.
Very guilty. Did you hear me?
Did you hear her, Your Honor?
No, I didn't. hear
Guilty.
that.
I know what I did.
Now,
Yes, sir.
why don't you have a driver's license?
Because I just got diagnosed with epilepsy. And when I actually tried to go and do it, my neurologist told me that you shouldn't even be driving anyway, since you just got diagnosed with this. So once she told me that, I have to find a way for my daughter to get back and forth to school, and that's when I got pulled over, taking her to school. So
What do you
I
take?
just need to see.
You can get you can't drive for 4 to 6 months. Is that what they told you? I have epilepsy too.
Oh, she didn't tell me
But you
that.
just
though.
found out, right?
Mhm.
You can get a license still, but but you have to
You know
wait.
that.
You have to go, no, I know, that's what I'm telling you. You have to go a length of time without a seizure before you can drive.
Gotcha.
What medication are you taking?
Levotracetin, oxycarbazole.
Well, can she get a license?
She can't, when did you have your seizure?
I haven't had one, or when did I get diagnosed with it?
No, how long have you been without a seizure? She has to
Probably
go
like
4 to 6 months without a
I
seizure.
haven't had one since last year.
Well,
sometime.
she just got diagnosed, she said.
Yes,
You're
last year.
24.
No,
So
I'm 27.
She can get a
27.
license. She
Wait.
can get a license.
When you were 18, why didn't you just go get a license?
And my sister was always the driver.
So now you need your license and you can't go get it.
Yes.
There's really no need to bring her back, is there, Mr. Public Defender?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Now, there are 2 warrants for your arrest.
Yes, I know.
Why do you have 2 warrants for your arrest?
Okay. Garfield was another speeding ticket.
You were driving.
Yes,
Did you think about going to get your license when you got that ticket?
I was, but I was scared.
You're scared.
I'm
You scared of going to jail?
Yes.
You scared of going to jail? Well, why didn't you go get your license if you were scared of going to jail?
I don't know. And then I don't have a job, so I couldn't pay anything. So now it's
Have
just
you
hard
had a
to-
job since you've been 18?
Have I had one since?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you had a job, did you think about going to get your license?
I just got one since last year.
Since you were 18,
2018.
how many jobs have you had?
Probably like maybe 2 or 3. I haven't really had jobs like that. And then I haven't actually worked an entire year ever in my life.
Okay. Well, Garfield Heights, what's the other ticket? What city?
If it was Shaker as a seatbelt ticket, my sister got pulled over. I was in the passenger seat, didn't have my seatbelt on.
Check.
And that's it, right?
Seatbelt ticket. Did you see the bond amount, Mr. Public Defender, on the tip sheet, the bond amount for the seatbelt ticket?
Shaker.
Shaker? I don't see the bond, Your Honor.
It
Oh, yes,
says-
I do. Yes, I do. Doesn't say for Shaker. Garfield
says-
Heights is 3,500.
Hillcrest is a shaker
Hillcrest is
ticket.
2,500.
For a seatbelt?
That's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, so when they say things like this, it's just like, how am I supposed to pay it?
Well, now you've heard me ask some people today if they wanted to do community work service rather than pay the fine.
Yes.
If you want to do community work service, I'm gonna give you a fine. If you want to do community work service, you can
Yes.
do that. But are you healthy enough to do community work service?
I feel like I am. If you have to ask the doctor.
All
I don't
right,
want you
all
to.
right. $250. I'm going to suspend the $250. I'm going to give you community work service, find you indigent, suspend the court costs. 20 hours to be completed by 2:30 of this year.
2:30?
Oh, what's the, 2:28, 2:28. Thank you, madam.
I would have given her a lot of time.
2:28 of this year.
Or wait till my community service works.
Yeah.
Now, you have to have a seat, because just like the other guy sat in that little orange chair,
They're not going to.
have a seat over there. Counsel, what you want to tell me?
Your Honor, we entered a plea, and you indicated that, before she was sentenced, that you wanted her to complete a three-day program, which she has. Did they send something to you?
No, I did not get a report. Did you go to probation department?
No.
No, okay.
Where'd you take from the program?
I just took class the 17th, so he sent me the
All
papers.
right, all right.
Not this one.
What's she plead to? Physical control?
Could you give this to the judge, please?
Thank you. Did you learn anything?
Yes.
What did you learn?
I never put alcohol in the same category with addiction, I guess, and to see all those people's lives changed and ruined just from having a drink or two. I mean, I saw people and their lives were changed for 20, 30 years who have no relationships with their kids anymore. And for me, that was really changing my outlook on drinking.
All right, where was the class?
Brook Park Road.
Okay. How many people were there?
17.
Counsel, I'm going to go to sentencing today. Proceed to sentencing?
Sure.
Anything else you need to say?
Your Honor, I've known this young lady for a long time. She really, aside from this incident, her life as a nurse, she has her own cleaning business and family, and she manages very well. And I think this experience certainly was a wake-up call to her. And I know everybody says that you're never going to see him again, but in her case, I believe that she will not be back here in any situation like this.
Thank you. $1,000, 180 days. I'll suspend the 180 days. I'll give you credit for the, I'm gonna suspend the whole 180 days. I'm gonna mark on here you did the 3-day program. I'll suspend $500 of your fine. Did I suspend your driver's license?
No.
All right. Insurance was marked no. Did you show me insurance yet?
No, but I have it on my app on my phone if that's okay.
Would you mind getting it and showing it to your attorney?
Allstate?
Yeah.
I have it.
Okay. What's the company?
Allstate.
Allstate, and the expiration date?
3-1.
3/1/19.
Very good. I will mark insurance shown so they won't suspend your license. This event happened on 9/14. License suspended from 9/14 to 9/14 of this year. You have driving privileges, right?
Yes.
There. All right. Sorry, it was 3/14. So your insurance expires on the 1st. I'm going to make the suspension to 3/1. So when her insurance expires, she's good. 1 year
March 1st.
inactive probation.
Thank you, Judge.
Don't pick up any more tickets. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks very much,
All
Senator.
right, welcome.
For a videotape copy of this episode, call 664-3571 with the following information on your TV screen.